Blessings, everyone, and welcome to Spiritual Vibrations. Today, I wanted to talk about spiritual signs. Does the universe, in fact, conspire to put us where we're supposed to be on our journey in life? Absolutely, absolutely. Do we all see the signs? No. Are the signs for everyone? Yes. It's really funny because we wouldn't think of driving without paying attention to the traffic lights or the street signs. We know that if we don't follow them, there's imminent danger because there's other people on the road as well. But when we go through our journey in life, it's so funny because we don't look for those same types of signs. And that's mainly because there's such a disconnect between our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. We're almost in a one-dimensional existence, so we only concern ourselves with our bodies. But there's a spiritual realm as well, and there's where those spiritual signs exist. So how do we get to see the signs? Do we have to be a part of any one religion to see the signs? Is it only certain people that see the signs? No, the signs are there for everyone to see. The signs are there for everyone to see. But if you have not acknowledged your mind, body, and spirit, and if you're not living that three-dimensional life and on that three-dimensional journey, then you're not going to see the signs. You're only going to see certain things, and you're going to miss a lot of the other things that are going on. There are people who go to church and who are very, very faithful to their religion, and it even happens while they're in church. Sometimes they feel like there's still something missing. They get what the pastor's saying, they understand everything, they're devoted, they're committed, but they just feel like there's still something missing. And that's that disconnect. That's that understanding that it's not just spiritual, it's also physical, and it's also mental. So how do you get to see the signs? The first thing is you have to trust. Once you're trusting, then you can trust in a sign. Back in the day, people used to really believe in omens, good or bad. And an omen was anything that they felt was a sign or a message from God. And in fact, they believed in omens to the point that they had a practice of reading, looking for omens. What they would do is remove the livers from certain animals and read, the livers, the patterns of the veins, and also in the entrails, in the intestines and stuff, and read the patterns in the swirls. And supposedly they were able to tell the future by reading those things. But we now know that we don't need organs and, entrails to understand and to see the signs. We only need to trust and believe that the signs are there. We need to have faith that the signs are going to be there when we need them. And we also need to believe in the signs when we see them. Time after time after time, I see people, I see the signs clear as day. And I see people, hit that brick wall and they're like, oh, I didn't even know. I had no clue at all. How could you not have seen, how could you not have had a clue? I saw it, from a mile back. But again, it all depends on where you are and how you're doing it and what your understanding of it is. Once you have those three things, that faith, that belief, that trust, then you can start to see, again, the signs that are there. What are signs? Signs can be something so simple as, and it's really, really crazy, but it could be something so simple as you might see a person's name on a license plate. You hadn't thought of this person. Now you see it on the license plate. Then you see it on the billboard. Then a bus passes by and you're like, wait a minute, maybe I need to give that person a call. These are things that you might think of as a coincidence, but there's not that many coincidences in the world. Let's say you're thinking of, people that from 5 different times in your life, and they all reach out to you. What are the chances of that? those are signs. Those are signs. Those are the type of spiritual signs, and those all come about from being on a certain vibration and sharing a certain frequency with people. Now, the reason why the signs are important is because, like I said, we wouldn't think of driving without paying attention to a red light. We wouldn't think of going somewhere without looking at the destination signs. But yet, in our spiritual journey, we have a tendency to just fumble about because we're not really trusting and believing the signs. We don't really know what to look for. Anything that seems like a weird or odd coincidence is a sign. Let's say you're a young person, you moved to another state, your mom was the only one that did your hair. You don't know who to go to now to get your hair done, and it's very personal, your hair. So you go to a hair salon. The first woman that you meet, she greets you and she has your mom's name. That is a sign. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. You go to get a job, or you're thinking about, switching professions, and, you meet 3 random people in the world that are talking about this same profession and how much they love it, how much they enjoy it. That's a sign of confirmation that maybe that profession could be for you. So again, the signs are everywhere. Just, you have to look, people. Look. You can't just look. You have to look. The signs are there. Enjoy the signs. Follow the signs. Thank you for watching. I'm EmpressTee. I am abundantly, graciously, and infinitely yours. Blessings.